Hi, in this video I want to teach you how to knit a pom-pom for a hat, the baby's hat. It's very easy to make, and look how nice and pretty it look in the top. Almost look like a flower. They're easy. I use the three colors that I use for the hat, the white, the chocolate brown, and the purple, and I made the pom-pom for the top. Look how nice that will look when the baby or the kid has the hat on. They're very easy to make, and you can make any color you like. You can do even one color. It's up to you, but they look almost like a flower. They look really nice. This one, I'm making the pom-pom for this hat, and I already made two, the chocolate brown and the blue, like this. And then now I'm gonna knit the white. That way we put together the pom-pom for the hat. The needles I'm using, they are 5.5 millimeter or 9 US. They are the short type. I bought these ones especially for showing you how to do it because they are nice and short. You're gonna do a slip knot. You're gonna insert your needle, and now you're gonna grab the other one and you're gonna start casting on. You pull it, you twist this one in your left hand, you bring it under this one here, and you pass it through and let it go and pull. You have 2 stitches. Now you go in between these 2 stitches like that, in between, and do the same. You knit the stitch, you pull this one in your left hand, you pass it in between these 2, let go and pull the yarn. Again, you go through these 2 and you knit, you pull, you twist this one here, you see, in between those 2, you let go and you pull, and you have your next stitch. I have 4. Again, one more time, you knit, you pull it, you twist this one, pass it through those 2, let go and pull this one, and you have 5. Like that you're gonna cast 15 stitches on your needle. It's very easy, this little netted pom-pom to make. Like this you're gonna continue, and I will meet you here when I have my 15 stitches on my needle. If you like, you can make less, you can make more, like longer, but I like the length that I gave them. It's not too long, not too short, just perfect. Okay, meet you here when I have 15. Here I have my 15 stitches. Now we're gonna knit the first one, and knit the second. And now we're gonna cast off or bind off this stitch, the first one, like that, and do it as tight as you can. Now we're gonna knit the second and bind it off or cast it off. Like that we're gonna do to the 15 stitches. It's a little tight, but you have to do it as tight as you can. We're gonna cast off or bind off those 15 stitches, leaving 1 stitch on your needle, and it will twist all by itself, the little piece that we are working. It will twist a little, and if you wanted more twist, you can do it by yourself like I did here. You can twist it and push it down as much as you can, like this, and you twist them and twist them, and they will stay twist like that. So you're gonna continue doing the same to all of them. You see they start to twist already? And all of them in a net stitch. For mine, I did 15 for this, 15, sorry. I did 7 of these little things to each one color. And the other one, in this one, some of them, this one has 7, this one have 8, and this one have 8. But you can do as long as you like. If you're doing them in one color, I recommend to do around 21 of these little things. And that way you can wrap around and have your knitted pom-pom. Around 21, 22 or more, depend how big you want it. The same thing with the length. You can give it 15, you can give it more, you can give it less, but I like the length that I gave to mine. You see, it started to twist by itself. You're almost finished. This first one. You're gonna end with one stitch on your needle, and this last one I do it like this with my finger. You're gonna end with one, you see, and you can twist it if you like, and look how nice it looks. Now what I'm gonna do is cast on again my 15 stitches, and that one is the first one. And now I'm gonna do exactly the same that I did when I start. Between those two, pull, twist this one, pass it through, and pull. I have 3 already there. Like that, you're gonna cast on 15 stitches, and I'm gonna show you one more time what you're gonna do next. And then from there, you can do it all by yourself. Remember, you have to do 7 of them. That's what I did on mine, like these ones here. See? I have 7 and 7 of this one. So you're gonna do exactly the same if you want it like mine. They're very easy to make. One more time. I have 5. So I'll meet you here when I have my 15. Here I have my 15 again, and we're gonna do exactly the same that we did with the first one. We're gonna knit this one, knit the second one, and we're gonna pass the first one on top of the second one and cast off that stitch or bind off. And like that, we're gonna do every single one, all the 15 of them, and we're gonna end with one stitch in this right hand needle, and then we will cast on again our 15 stitches and do exactly the same thing. And when we have our 7 little of these little legs, or whatever you want to call it. So I'll meet you here when I have my 7 little ones, like this. Here I have 1 stitch left. I remove my needle, and now I'm gonna cut the yarn long enough to sew them together. I'm gonna pass it through here and pull to make a knot. That way that stitch is nice and secure. Like this, I have my 7 little twists. Now I'm gonna get my tapestry needle to sew it together. Now we're gonna start sewing it together. I pass through my tapestry needle. Now you're gonna fold this one here, and you're gonna sew it there, like this. And you're gonna fold it again, and you're gonna sew it there, and wrap it around and continue sewing, securing them together like this. I cut there the tail that I have extra there. The tail when I started, I cut it. Now it's nice and secure. You're gonna do a knot and then cut your extra tail. You have to make sure it's nice and secure. You see, you're gonna end with the first one like this. Now the next one will be the blue one. You're gonna grab the blue. You're gonna cut a little shorter that extra tail there. And now you're gonna, with your tapestry needle, you're gonna start sewing it all the way around the white one, just like this. Okay? And after you finish with that one, you're gonna do exactly the same with the chocolate brown. You're gonna sew the chocolate brown after you finish with the blue one, just like this. You're gonna sew it all the way around like this, and you're gonna end with your pom-pom just like that. I'm gonna do it off camera, and well, I'm doing it in Spanish and English, so it's a little more complicated. I'm gonna start sewing it, and then I'll show you as I go. Like this, you're gonna be sewing, passing from one end to the next one, and wrapping the blue one around the white, like this. And make sure that you go to the other side like this. That way it's nice and secure. Remember, you have to pass through all of them to the other side. Almost finished with the blue. And then you're gonna do a knot and start with the chocolate brown, doing exactly the same thing. You see? And then you can move them around a little bit like this. It looks really nice once all of them are done and in the hat like that. Now we're gonna sew the brown one to finish all the way around, just like this. You're gonna sew the brown one like you did the blue one, just all the way around. I'm gonna continue with mine off camera, and then I will show you how to. You see, you have to go through all of this. It's a little thick, but you have to go through all of this to the other side and go back again to sew this all the way around like this. So I will show you here when I finish how to attach it to the hat. Here I pass some white yarn, and now you're gonna sew this. It's like almost like a flower, but look really nice on the top of the hat for the kids. You're gonna pass it through there. This one I sew with the brown. I will have extra, but this one I cut it too short and I don't have enough to sew it in the hat. And then I pass some white one. You have to sew it carefully, or you can put brown or the color that you're using. And that way you don't see it. The part when you sew. I'm gonna do mine off camera because I had to have really watching what I do. That way you don't see the seam like this one. You see, you don't see what I sew it because I did it with the brown. And well, I will show you the end result when I finish with this one. Well, here finished sewing it, and it looked really nice. It's nice and secure, and you don't see that you sew it there, and it looked really nice when the kids put it on. It looked really nice. These little things in the top of the head. I like it almost better than a pom-pom because it's light and it's really cute. Well, I hope you like it. You give this thumbs up if you like it, and subscribe to my channel if you are not already subscribed, and have a great day. Bye.